Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips on the player market to save some MT. I think this first one's pretty useful, and basically how you can use the exchanges to get yourself players if you're going to be collecting specifically, which I think a lot of people are, because if you're doing the collections, you're going to be getting guys like Vucevic or Darius Garland, all these nice Ruby cards. This would be a good method if you're planning on doing card collector level, anything like that. This is how to save some MT. So, you're going to want to pay attention to the cheapest cards. Right now, again, the cheapest card, there is no deal of the day for any of these gold players, but gold players going for 1,000 MT or 700 VC. So, you can get 2 of them, which equals an actual exchange for a emerald, as you can see right here. And it is a random emerald, so that's the only thing. You are kind of rolling the dice. And once you have a decent bit of them, these probably isn't worth doing, because then you might start getting some more duplicates, which, again, you could try and put into sapphires, but at that point, it's not great value. So what I would do, again, I mean, it's still not the worst value, though, because you are getting something that's technically worth 5,000 to buy. But yeah, you need to make sure you're paying attention to this exchange right here. If you come over in here, I just did this one right here, and you can see I can do it again in an hour, but let me just show you actually what I got from doing this. So you guys can see the footage, but I already threw in one emerald that I had gotten, I think, from like a duplicate or something. And then I just went and literally bought a Jaden Springer. He is literally 1,000 MT, or you can buy him with 700 VC. I don't know which I bought him with. It doesn't really matter. Either one is incredibly cheap. And again, I'm going to open up this pack, and I'm going to get an emerald player that, again, I can't sell, but it is much cheaper to do this. Even if you're buying the players straight up to do the exchange, you're going to be saving tons of MT. Again, it's 5,000 to buy Kyrie Irving, who I just got, and technically it only cost me 700 or 1,000 MT. So pretty nice little discount there, because again, I just bought Jaden Springer. I already had another duplicate that I got probably from a pre-order pack or something, and I wanted to try out these exchanges and see if there was a way to make it valuable. And you can see 5,000 is the cheapest emerald right there. So this is a good deal, bro. This is a good deal. You got to pay attention. Now, that doesn't mean these are always going to be good, but there's also going to be times where they're going to be even better if there's a deal of the day. You have to pay attention to that. Because let's say there was one in here for, I don't know, maybe it was, you could put in rubies and you could get amethyst back or something. Then that Iguodala, that's the deal of the day, and he's half off, it's going to make it a lot more valuable. Now, it all depends. I'm just using that as an example, obviously, because that was today's deal of the day. But there will be a new one every single day. So if it's ever a gold player, make sure, and say a gold player is in there for 500, you're going to be able to get emerald players for literally 1,000 straight up. Or, again, even less if you have some duplicates and some stuff lying around that you were going to just quick sell for a tiny amount. I mean, the ones that, you know, you get as duplicates and you can't sell back, they don't go for a lot. So you're much better off to do this. And then again, the reason why I say you want to do this if you're collecting is because you cannot sell them back for that nice amount of MT. If you go to my collection and then we find, what, Kyrie Irving, I think it was the one I just got. So let's find Kyrie Irving, and he's right here. Again, you can't sell them back. So I would only do this if you're planning on doing some collections. This is a much better way to pick up cards, and I mean, again, versus just completely straight up buying them, which a lot of people probably have already done. So if you're looking, you're balling on a budget, no money spent, or you're just looking to save some MT, this is a great way to do it. Now again, I'm going to be doing this because I need a lot of these players, and you can see I don't have a lot of these emeralds yet. Now once you have almost every emerald and you're getting duplicates, again, I don't think it's really going to be worth it unless you're going after the sapphires, and again, 2 emeralds is a sapphire. So again, even though they're 5,000 to buy them, and these only are, again, 11,000, you're only saving technically, you know, 1,500. But if you're doing it like this, and you're buying the, what's it called? You're buying the, if you're buying the 4 golds for 1,000 each, 4,000, versus, and then again, 4 golds equals 2 emeralds, which equals a sapphire. So technically, you're still saving a ton. 4,000 MT, or again, 700 times 4. And again, you can just keep rebuying these players too. Like, you can just buy this guy, sell him right back, buy him again. So you really should pay attention, and honestly, you might want to save this for a day where there is a deal of the day for a lower end card. I'm sure there will be one when there's a gold player and people are gonna go meme on Twitter, oh my god, the gold player, a deal of the day, whatever. But that's when you need to capitalize, man. Capitalize when there's or an emerald or a sapphire. Buy that player a bunch of times, man. Add it into exchanges and take advantage. But yeah, hopefully we will get more exchanges in the future. And again, if they're of this caliber, I mean, the rest of them, I haven't seen anything that looks really too great. But this is a great way to manipulate this market and get your value back. So yeah, definitely make sure you're taking advantage of that, man, for sure. And I'm gonna continue to watch these. There's events, there's seasonals as well. See if there's anything in the future kind of pops up and intrigues me like this. But again, this is still a great value method. Now, it will take some time. I gotta wait 49 minutes to do it again, but I'm gonna do it again. Now, the only thing I wouldn't really recommend doing, I mean, I guess you could try this, is you could, even if you're really trying to gamble, the gold one, because obviously not all golds are the same. Like, if we come over here to, again, this gold, which is 2,500 or 3,000, but if we just buy, again, our good old buddy, Jaden Springer, I'll buy him for, again, we'll buy him for 700 because it is cheaper and I got both, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll buy him and then throw him in the set, and if we get a higher gold, we technically made some MT. But I don't know how reliable this is going to be. This is probably a pretty big gamble, so, I mean, there's a very good chance you're just going to be getting an unsellable card back. But, again, if it's worth more than what you put in, not that big of a deal, especially if you're going to be collecting. Now, if you're looking to sell all these cards and you don't do collections, this is probably not a great idea. You're trading an MT, which is valuable for cards that you can't sell, obviously. So I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're in that camp. But let's see if we make a nice little profit here and end up getting someone that's a little bit more than Jaden Springer is. We are going to get a 72 overall. So I don't think that's any type of profit. I think that's probably the exact same cost, right? 72 overall is probably the same as a 69. It is technically a little bit more. A 72 overall. Whoever we just got, I don't even know his name, but he's technically going for, if you were to just buy him straight up, 2,200 or 1,600, and we got him for 700. So if you're looking to do the collections, bro, pay attention to these and when they reset. Again, every hour these are going to reset, so you can keep doing them, but you are going to have to wait some time. So I would do this versus just buying the entire collection. This is much cheaper. Again, if you were able to, manipulate this a decent bit, and, again, you won't be able to get every player because it is RNG based, and it's the same way that it was in 2K14 when you had to open packs for just all the players. You're going to get duplicates once you start having more and more and more of them. But in the beginning, great way to make some empty, save some empty, and keep spending it on other things. So, definitely going to bring you some more tips. And again, I think there are ways to also, there's got to be a way to make some empty by grading cards and things like that. I think I'm still kind of messing with it a little bit here, seeing what the odds are on all that. But I think there's going to be a nice little method here too. Just got to find the secret sauce. But hope you guys did enjoy this quick video on the market and how to save some MT. Instead of just buying them all, you could do these, you just buy straight all up with the, what's it called, the VC. But, a lot of you guys I know are going to be no money spent, so you're not going to be sitting on, 20,000 at a time. I would just do it this way. And then again, those other players, you might get players for free down the line. Again, if you ever get duplicates, there's a bunch of agendas and things like that, and there's going to be daily agendas, all kinds of stuff like that. Make sure these legendary path cards, if you already have, unsellable versions or you get new ones, put these cards in the sets if you can. Put them in the exchanges. Those values are not bad. Now, if it takes a whole bunch of them down the line, like they change things, obviously, do the math in your head. Don't just throw in 10 sapphires for a ruby player or something, But we'll keep our eyes on that. I hope this did help you out. And, again, a nice little tip that you might not think about. You might just be like, the price is what it is. But, no, there are ways to manipulate it. So, just pay attention to that. And hopefully this helps you save some MT on the player market. So, yeah. More tips coming, of course, as I find them out. But I just wanted to do a super quick video on this to keep you guys up to date. Hopefully, it helps you out. And hopefully you haven't bought all the players yet, or else it doesn't really help much. But, I'm out. More videos coming soon. Peace, man.